Welcome to another edition of PEP Talk. My name is Jessie Peppy Park, and today I will be rapping with Ange Anglade, who was born in Haiti, and she is a social worker, and she also does a lot of things with wellness. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back. So beautiful. Thank you so much for coming to the show.
To be in these places at the time that. So yeah, I'm in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, what time now? I told you the Jamaican accent was going to come out. I'd love to be able to name all the bands, and I can't. But I know I'm going to miss.
You've been called selfless. You've been called kind, loving, all kinds of stuff. We know you're passionate about. Talk about your little 10-month-old son.
Yeah.
Talk about that. Your pride and joy.
I love my son. His name is Jawari, and he was born on Christmas Day. He's one.
Ange, my darling, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
I'm very happy to have you on. We've done a lot of work together. And you know, the funny story about Ange, I didn't even realize that I had known her a long time because we both work in the collaborative system. And that leads me to the first thing that we want to talk about, your work as a social worker. You're originally from Haiti. Talk about coming from Haiti to live in the States and when you developed your love affair with social work.
Sure. I came to from Haiti. I was born in Haiti, but I remember my growing up through pictures because I moved to New York, Rockland County, when I was 5.
Okay.
So I grew up in a very close-knit Haitian community where we went to church, we spoke Creole, we did everything. So my parents, my dad especially, was very strict with education. So we knew that after high school there was college. That was 13th grade. It was never, and I thought, but I always knew that I had a gift to work with people. First it was pediatrician. I thought I wanted to be a pediatrician. Did some research with that and realized that it required a lot more than what I thought. And I had a very good friend of mine. Her mom is a social worker. And so I would go to her house and I would watch her mother, and one day we went to her mother's job. And so when I was there, I was like, what is she doing? Whatever she's doing, she's working with kids. I want to do the same thing. So I went, when I was in 12th grade, I had an opportunity to go home early, but I decided to do half of my class in the public school and the other half in BOCES, which was like a career development. So I did that, and I knew going into my bachelor's that I wanted to get a master's in social work.
So you have a master's in social work. How long have you been working in the collaborative system?
Well, I was working in the collaborative system after maybe 2001 up until 2010, after working in child welfare, after I got my master's from Howard.
And what is the most rewarding aspect of your career as a social worker?
I was thinking about that recently. When I came out of undergrad, I was 21. And someone recommended me for a job, and the job was to work in the Haitian community because there's a lot of myths around illnesses, epilepsy, and different things like that. And so what I had to do was develop a brand new program and translate a lot of the English materials into patois. So I did that, and throughout my entire career, since I was 21 to now 42, I've always done program development, brand new programs. I've always been in positions where the job that I got required me to come and develop programs that were never, ever established. So a couple of years, maybe last year when I stopped working, I was thinking about, what do I have? What's my gift? What are skills do I have? And as I was researching or doing some deep soul searching about what it was that I brought in this earth, I realized, oh my God, I've always implemented programs. I've worked with touch people's lives, and so on. So.
Okay, so we know that you're a social worker, and I have to ask this question because I work with a lot of social workers, and one of the things they talk about is the fact that they're doing mental health counseling. And sometimes when you're working with people with mental health issues, sometimes you need counseling yourself. How does it feel when you, as a social worker, inherit so many of the issues that your patients are going through? And how do you keep your sanity?
Well, when I was in undergrad, I decided to take a year off before I went for my master's, because in undergrad you have to do a field placement. So I inherited a whole bunch of domestic violence and different things. So when I went back to get my master's, I decided that I was going to do more macro. It wasn't going to be more micro, where I had to really work closely with clients. So I chose that path as opposed to doing visits and meeting with clients and taking a lot of their stuff home. I wanted to impact change on a more macro level. But also, what has happened with me is that I've been able to connect with other social workers, either if I'm developing programs or working close with clients in the community to develop those programs, because you still have to know what's going on with the families or the people you're trying to develop programs for. So my network of colleagues have helped me with that.
To cope with that. Awesome. All right. So we're going to talk about another subject. I know you're passionate, and another quick story. I think I first met Ange back in the day when I was teaching at Bali, Total Fitness. And Ange, I think they used to periodically come to my class. Fast forward a few years, she's working at the Collaborative Connection where I'm working. And now I find out we have so much in common, and your newest passion is wellness. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Well, I have I started last year a wellness program, a wellness, I call it the Wellness Studio. And it's really targeting moms, only because after I have 3 kids, and they're 15, 12, and 10.
Okay.
I have to remember them. And so after I had my kids, I was at my heaviest, over 200 pounds. I was squeezing into a size 18. I felt like I lost myself as a mom. I watched my mother raise 5 kids. I was told that as a mother, I had to love my kids. Sometimes some mothers don't want to admit it, but I woke up one day and I decided I don't want to be a mother. Like, I don't want to be in this body. I'm losing myself. I'm losing my identity. I'm coming home. I'm feeding. I have my husband, the kids, and what I did was I ate until I ballooned into. I was wearing maternity clothes and hoping people didn't see it. I had a lot of pain. And I remember vividly was October, was it 2003? I ate all my kids, I have 3, so I ate all their Halloween candy. And I got up and I got in the mirror and I said, you can't live like this no more. You can't live like this. And I decided from then, I had a breakthrough that I wanted to live, but I needed to figure out how to be a mom and how to be Ange and how to be happy and how to, balance it all together. So once I did that, I was able to, I lost weight, moved, regained it, but I created a system for myself so I can do that. So fast forward to, I started losing weight. People started noticing, asked me to help them. I went back to school. I got certified in June as a holistic health practitioner. And so my mission is really to work with moms. My passion is to work with moms to release the weight. And my social work comes in because it's not about eating. We all know we have to diet and exercise. That's not the problem. It's really working with the inner self. When I looked in that mirror and said, you can't live like this no more. You have to make a change. And so I really do a more cognitive therapy with women on what's going on in the inside that reflects your outer. So I combine my social work experience as a social worker in my wellness. So it started out, my program started out physical, like the outer, but then it's really the inner. And so I believe I was put on this earth my mission is to really work with mothers, really work from where I was and that pain, to really come out and say, hey, I could be a mom, I could be sexy, I could be fly with my kids and my husband, so.
I want to applaud you for all the weight loss and looking sexier than you were. And then one of the things that I asked you, I noticed that you started posting a lot of pictures on Facebook, the before and the after. And I think I asked you this before. Had you not lost the weight to where you are now, would you have been comfortable posting those before pictures?
No, I never took, what's interesting is I never took before pictures at all. I was always afraid. And there's a picture that I have where I have my kids and I'm holding them and my face is really depressed. And my dad took the picture because my dad loved to take pictures. And I never saw those pictures until I lost weight and he sent it to me. And when he sent it, I was like, oh my God, why didn't anyone tell me I look like this? And so from then on, I took pictures. And when I did gain 20 pounds back because I moved and I didn't have a support system, I took pictures to show that you can lose it again once you dig deep. But no, I was afraid to, I would put pillows. I didn't want people to take pictures of me. I would hide behind you. I would do a lot of things because I didn't want to be in front of the camera. I didn't like the person I was. But once you lose 2 pounds, you're like, hey, know.
Yeah.
So I definitely am happy where, where I'm going, definitely improving because we all have points with food, and it's really to develop the relationship we have with food. That's what it is, and with ourselves. We're a nation of diet books, new and latest exercise programs. If we go to the gym and we still eat, we're depressed. We still need to work with that. So.
Okay, so when would you say that your active goal to really lose weight began? Because you spoke about back in the day when you were losing weight, putting on weight, losing weight. When did you say, yes, this is it? And talk about that process. What's your day like? Okay. How many push-ups you got to do? Do you have to run, spin, swim, bike? Because people know it's not easy to lose weight. Right. And you're talking about years of abusing your body. So we want the people to know that they too can do it if you're battling with a weight problem. So let's talk about your journey.
You're right, because I did start, and I remember it was October, but the year before, 6 months prior to that, I went to the gym faithfully 5 o'clock in the morning. I do not have a problem getting up. That's not my issue. But I ate horrible. I didn't know. No one told me how to eat. And then I decided this gym thing don't work. So I went but my moment, and for people to really lose weight and change their lifestyles, you have to have a why. And that why has to be so strong that no matter what is going on, it can't be, I don't want to have diabetes in my family. It has to be really compelling that it comes to you. And once you have that why and you have goals and you set them, and when I work with clients, I don't tell them eliminate this and do more of this, because we have to find a balance. Because you could eliminate this and gain 20 pounds later. But what I do, my kids are very involved with my exercise and diet. So I get up every morning at 5 and I still exercise. At one point in my life, I used to exercise 90 minutes. I exercise 30 minutes because I'm not that serious. I exercise 30 minutes. I watch what happens with my body. Like, I know that I didn't eat a lot today, so I'm having little palpitations. It's all about what's going on in your body and how you are the best doctor of your own body and how sugar affects us. We know sugar is not good for us. But really, putting a system, if I know that tomorrow I'm going to a party, then tomorrow I'm going to eat whatever I want, and I come back on Monday. But I try to, I know I'm very sensitive with carbs because I go overboard with the cookies. So I tend to just eat more protein. So real quick, protein, carbs, and fat always in your diet. Try to eat your proteins first because it keeps you fuller. Carbs, digest in your mouth, and proteins in your stomach. So then fat, we all need it. So just try to make sure every single meal when you wake up, egg whites, get that in. You can get you some oatmeal, not the one full of sugar. You can make it. And it took me a long time to get used to bland food. Yeah. People say it's bland, but to me it's yummy. So I don't encourage anyone to stop what they're doing and jump on this. Work with yourself, set some goals that you could attain, and next thing you know, you'll be slimmy. But it's really changing your thought process and how you look, and for us to stop abusing. I did this a lot. My legs are big, my arms are, oh my God, I feel fat. So we put that energy out. So I love my big legs because they keep me strong. Next, 6 months from now, they're going to be leaner and stronger. I love my arms. They're jiggling. That's okay. I'm working on it. Because we put a lot of, we gain weight in certain places because of the energy and relationship that we have with people. So if I'm gaining weight here, what's going on with me in my relationship? If I'm gaining weight here, what's going on? So it's not about diet and exercise. It's really you and your body and connecting with who you are.
Wow. So would you say that you really, really are in touch with your body and you know your body to a T now, where you don't have to do 90 minutes. Right. You can do 30 minutes and you're still going to maintain that weight. Yeah. Because you've coached your body and yourself to be at a place now where it's balanced.
Yeah. That's a set point that we have with our body. Years of abuse sometimes, metabolism. People say, metabolism. I'm like, no, you can set it, but the first work is to work with the inner self, because regardless of how 20 pounds you lose, you will gain it back if you never dealt with the inner and your why is not compelling enough. So I really encourage, and I work with people and they say, I want to lose weight. And I'm like, why? Why do you want to lose it? Because I created a system for you that no matter where you're on vacation, you still have to, you still got to eat, But yeah, I think for me, I continue to love my body because I have days I'm like, oh my God, I'm bloated, but I know what I have to do. As women, we're critical. We'll look at someone else and say, oh, she looks wonderful. But then we criticize ourselves. So it's important that we have self-love, and so we can visualize ourselves in an ideal body.
Okay, and let's go right back to that point. We're winding down, but let's go back to that point where you said you were at the point where you realized that you were giving your children and your husband so much of your time, and you were searching for that balance where you would be able to take care of yourself. So I guess you could serve them better. Are you there?
Kind of. My kids are old. I kept getting pregnant every 2 years. And so I am better because I created a system. Oftentimes you see diet programs for moms and it's just mom. Like, get your ideal body. I come with kids and a husband. It's not just me. So what I do is that I incorporate them in my, I started to do, okay, Ange, I look fly. Yeah, I'll catch y'all later. But what happened was I was torn, right? But what I do is everyone's eating this. We're exercising if they want to. My kids are always with me now that they're older. They wanted to come and they said, can we stay in the car? But my kids are always with me. So I'm making a point that they're part of my life and I'm part of theirs, my husband. So that way it's a family affair. Yeah, I struggle because I'm trying to work full time, trying to do, manage a business and see clients and do all that. But my family know that this is not a mommy project, it's a family affair.
Awesome. And one final question before you tell folks so they can get more information. Are you now at a weight that you're comfy? Or are you still on that path to lose more weight and drop down in size?
I'm up and down depending what happens on vacation. I think last year I was like, I'm at my ideal weight, and when I got there, I was like, this is it? This is what I was trying to get to? Oh my God. So we're always searching to be comfortable with that ideal body. So I'm at a point in my life where I'm excited where I'm growing in my body. And embracing who I am. And then I'll continue to be, trying to look like this or look like that. But definitely I have come full circle with who I am.
Awesome. That's a very important point. And just tell folks so they can get more information on your wellness studio.
It's www.thewellnessstudiowithange.com,
of course. So we want to thank Ange
Thank you.
for coming on the show, for having the gusto to stick with it and really finding that why, because that's very important. If you don't find the why, then you're still searching, and you start today and you stop tomorrow. And thanks for imparting that message to all those wonderful moms who you come into contact with.
Thank you. Thanks for
Awesome.
having me.
All right, so until next time, keep it locked to Pep Talk and the Wellness Studio with Ange. We'll see you on the next show.
And so I walk, holding my head high, trying not to be blinded by the illusion of the deception, now becoming the conclusion of the reality of what life holds for me. And so I'm blind, swaying from side to side, the truth I wish to hide from those who see me in the clear. But it's my heart that has me in fear. Fear of the reality of seemingly the chance of me losing my dream. And so I hold my dream.